Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich here with your outlook for November 11th, 2016. Happy Veterans Day to all that selflessly served our armed forces. We're going to have a cold front that's going to be pushing down from the south today. This is going to be the leading edge of a very chilly air mass that's coming down from New England. It does have a few snow showers along it, but I don't think that affects most areas. Maybe on the far northern tier, I would not be surprised to see a few snow showers or snow flurries as the front comes through and pushes across the warmer lakes here, but this is really does not have that much precipitation with it, so I'm not expecting much of anything, but if there were a place to get those flurries or maybe a snow shower that might quickly whiten the ground, that would be across the far northern areas, and that would be coming in during the day, probably this afternoon, or probably late morning up north, but further down south, the front will be coming through in the afternoon. But you can see there's no precipitation as you get toward evening here. Nothing going on as it moves south, so it kind of falls apart. And the temperatures will be dropping as the front comes through. The winds are going to be howling, coming in from the northwest and eventually north-northwest. And they're going to pick up generally 12 to 20 miles per hour with gusts up to 30 is what we're looking at today. But it's only for a few hours. I think it's going to be centered a few hours on either side of the front. As the front comes through, wherever you're at, it's going to come through a little earlier, further north, a little later, further south. But when it does come through, you'll know it because the winds are going to pick up quite a bit. And that'll last for about 3 or 4, maybe 5 hours. And then it'll start to die down again as we hit in the overnight hours. And that's because high pressure to our west is going to be in control and it's going to kind of slacken these winds a little bit. Very strong high pressure here as the trough settles into the northeast United States. Saturday, which we're looking at now, this is Saturday morning, still a northwest breeze, but not nearly as what it was when the front came through on Friday. But it'll be very cold across the coverage area here. Temperatures stuck in the 40s for just about every location. We'll go over the high temperature projections map here for Saturday. These are high temperatures, the highest it gets, and this is mid 40s up here in the central areas, maybe upper 30s in some areas up here in the usual colder spots of northeastern Pennsylvania, and maybe get down here by Philadelphia, points south and east, your upper 40s, maybe to near 50 if you're lucky, but most areas stay in the 40s here as a general rule on Saturday. That will be short-lived as far as the temperature stuck in the 40s, as we're going to turn around and get back into the 50s as we get into Sunday. High pressure is going to move a little bit further east, and you can see that right down to our south here. That's going to allow for temperatures to moderate a little bit. We're going to have temperatures getting back up to near normal for this time of year, both Sunday and Monday. And actually, pretty much the rest of the period. It's really going to start gradually inching up, maybe. So if you're 56 on Sunday and Monday, you might get up to like 57 or 58 on Tuesday, 59 or 60 on Wednesday. So that's pretty much what we're dealing with in the upcoming week here. So no precipitation expected, and there will be another weak front to our north, and you can see that kind of showing up here, but not expecting any precipitation from that. That's going to also fall apart like its predecessors. And we're now looking at Tuesday evening here. We're going to have a system that's offshore. Still watching this, but I think it stays far enough shore, at least right now, that we're not going to be dealing with anything here on Wednesday. This is look at Wednesday evening and see it offshore at this point. Not expecting this to affect our coverage area. We'll watch the far eastern areas of New Jersey and maybe coastal Delaware for a slight graze of this, but either way, it's not a big system. So right now it looks dry through this entire period and maybe going beyond this too. For several days it will also be dry. So not any relief if you're looking for some rainfall. I know we had some that came through here on Wednesday, but really wasn't a whole lot. But take what you can get because it doesn't look like any promising in the next week or so for any precipitation in our area. I am Mr. PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich, and that is your outlook for November 11th, 2016. Happy Veterans Day, and have a great Friday.